Welcome, welcome, welcome. Once again, I thank you for spending your time with little old me in this cosmic corner of the world, of the universe, I should say. All right, so we just gonna jump right into it. So, within my journey of trying to reach my highest self, my optimum self, my grandest idea of me, uh, I've had a lot of time to reflect and dig in between my own prayer time, my own journaling time, my reading time. Um, and it has brought some things to the surface. I've kind of had this idea, but for some reason, it has not been as clear as it has been these last few weeks, I should say, that I have been moving in my artistry a lot of the time in expectation and not in authenticity. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if you connected with that, yep. Yeah. When I tell you that was like oh, baby, that was a hard truth to accept. Really, really hard truth to accept. And I was able to link this thing all the way back to my childhood. And I know my parents didn't mean to put this on me, this expectation, this, but I was known as the good kid, didn't do anything wrong, and when I did do something wrong, it was out of pocket. And and with that comes just a reputation, just a an expectation. And art can't really survive an expectation. It can only really truly grow within authenticity. So this has been something that has been battling me. I've been battling, I should say, for a while, and I didn't know exactly what it was. And I'll tell you something else in my reflection, which is very funny. A lot of times, what I have noticed is that I write the same song in different ways. And what I realized was this was an internal cry out of me trying to break free of expectation. And it is this song of I can give you something more. And I know if you know my music, you're probably thinking the song More, but there's been a lot of songs that I have released with that same type of style. If you go through my catalog, blah 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 blah. But anyway, I have noticed that I have wrote that same song in several different ways, or I've written that same song in several different ways. And it's not necessarily relationship wise. It is the fact that I can give more of myself. There is more than what people have expected of me and what I th- I think is the expectation on myself and my artistry. So it got me to thinking, like, how many other folks out here, how many other creatives out here are trying to climb this mountain, um, swim this vast ocean of creativity through expectation and not authenticity. And so when that really surfaced, I was like, okay, then this is something that I need to reach. Yes, the highest version of myself is this beautiful idea of trying to meet my future self and walk and talk in that same idea. That's another podcast topic that I will go in a little deeper. But right now, um, this strength of authenticity enables you to now evolve your mind. It will then blossom into not being afraid of your own ideas. It can blossom into not caring about people's opinion. Um, because even in that expectation, I've moved to even make other people happy before I've made my own self happy within my creativity. And people don't mean to do this. They just are suggesting their creative mindset or ideas to whatever I'm doing. But yeah, and I think that this is in this fight, this internal fight that I have now understood completely, and I've put it in these clear words of my a lot of the times, because I won't say that I have not had authentic moments, because I have, but most of the time I am thinking of, will this make someone happy? Will this make my mom proud? Will this make, you know what I mean? Like, this is like, it's all of those things instead of being honest and truthful to the art. And when I say follow your art, that is so essential for us as creatives, is to follow our art, be guided by that, because there are things that we are supposed to share within this world that are essential. We don't know we are inspiring. We don't know who we're uplifting. Um, we don't know who just simply needed to know that they're not the only one. But we can water that down when we start moving from, because when the idea is there first, it's authentic. But then all those other factors come in and we then water it down, and now it's now moving or being filtered through expectation, and now it's not authentic anymore. So I wanted to share that because I really felt like this was something that needed to be heard. And just recently, I've also understood the importance of sharing certain things because, um, like I've said before, and this is sidebar, I'm not one that really talks as much. So even even coming back to doing this is actually, it's amazing on so many levels, but that's neither here nor there. But these experiences that I've gone through, so you need to share them. And being vulnerable enough, being fearless enough to share some of these moments that are not the highlight reel of the journey. You allow people that are also looking for, um, not necessarily validation, that's not the word I'm looking, confirmation that they are not the only one out there going through the same exact thing. So that's all I got. That's all I got, baby. I hope this connected to somebody, because this has been such a beautiful truth. Because it's also about perception. I could get caught up in the fact that, oh my God, I've lived most of these moments like this, blah, 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 blah. No, I now have the opportunity to change it. So I'm not staying in that mindset of, oh, those moves, or oh, that move, or blah, blah, blah. Like, no, 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 no. And I would highly suggest you do the same thing. If you connect to this message, it's now in your face. So now you have the responsibility to choose who you want to be with this information. So I'm choosing to practice moving in my authenticity, which eventually will take me to the highest version of myself, my highest frequency, my higher frequency. Again, that's all I got. I did one of those pastoral endings where I say that's the end, but it's not. All right. That is it. I love you guys for tuning in. I really, really do. Thank you again for spending your time with me. When I say that, I mean that on so many levels because time is valuable. So I appreciate you spending your time with me. And yeah, be blessed. Thank you so much for tuning into Cosmic Radio. Your presence here means the universe to us. If you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you did, please leave us a 5-star review. And if you feel inspired, share this episode with a fellow creative. Let's build this cosmic community one episode at a time. And now, I close with this. It only takes one decision to raise your frequency. Ask yourself, who do I choose to be? Oh, and one last thing. Follow your art. Yours in shadows and in starlight. LH.
Transmission complete. Signal disengaged.